Always a good thing.
Great. Fucking great.
Now it's streaming.
We're streaming now.
I am particularly offended by other people's bad habits that are not the same as my own at the present time. The way they always do those things, this and that and other stuff that I don't have the time, money, or energy to do anymore. But if you've got some things to say about stuff I do every day, that is not the same as yourself at the present time. Who, tell me who, that's WHO, died and made you king.
Be me. 13. Want to play on the middle school soccer team. Need a physical. My mom takes me to the doctor. She says she'll be across the street getting groceries. I walk in the front door. Everyone looks at me. It's all women. Walk to the front desk. Nurse at the counter chuckles. You need to fill out this form before the doctor can see you. I'm filling out the form, but I have to skip most of the questions. What is menstruation? .gif. After 15 minutes, a nurse calls my name. She takes my weight and height. She takes me to one of those rooms. Someone finally asks me why I'm here. I say I need a sports physical to play soccer. The nurse chuckles. I sit in the chair. There are these cool things to put your feet on. I hear some commotion in the lobby. The nurse says she'll be right back. Hear more commotion. The nurse comes back. Are you a non? I say yes. I walk into the lobby and my mom is there. She says she's been worried sick about me. I said, why? You knew I was here at the doctor's. All the ladies in the lobby chuckle. Anon, the doctor is next door. This is the gynecologist. What in God's name is a gynecologist? .abi. Mom explains what a gynecologist is. My face when I realize how fucking stupid I am. There's a picture of a stupid looking dude on there. So picture that.
Look, he could have just decided to menstruate.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If
He could have decided that he was a menstruator.
Yeah.
He just stabs his dick and starts bleeding. He's like, there it is. First blood.
If he's dedicated.
Everyone,
if he really wanted to play soccer.
Welcome you to the Campfire Corona positivity stream.
You're going to have to stoke that fire. There you go.
Saving the fireballs for the... So what happened was I laid out... So when I went and bought this wood, there's one place where you can buy a whole stack of wood for a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
But they were like really big chunks. And some of it was wet, so I had it laying out. And then across the way, a little bit over there in the woods, there's just a bunch of chopped up sticks and stuff that people have just left there from doing whatever. I don't know why they're there, but they're always there. There's always more sticks there.
Right.
So I had those, and they were laying out drying. Everything was dry, and then it's like I came out here an hour after the sun went down. Everything was wet, just soaking wet.
Shit.
So I've got this sort of fire going best I can. I'll just keep squirting it until I run out of lighter fluid.
Oh.
If not, I can put. You could see my ugly mug with a flashlight or something. But this is a Corona Campfire positivity stream. That means.
That fire's dying, though.
We might. There's little flames in there. We might talk about coronavirus, but it'll be about the positivity. It'll be about the positive things with coronavirus.
Well, yeah.
You can look at my story positively, maybe.
Yeah.
We're up over the hill. We're on the downhill now.
Is that what we're
free
on?
and clear. Yeah. Well,
that's definite positivity.
Yeah. Trump said, man, we're going to open it back up here in just a couple days.
By Easter, at least.
I thought it was Easter.
When is Easter? Hey Siri,
like
when
the
is
15th?
Easter?
No, that's tax day.
12th. Okay. All right. That's 2 more weeks. Well, like 2.5 more weeks.
He says he wants the country to open back up by Easter, but don't you have to like close it first in order for that to do any good?
Yeah, I'm wondering, does
that
mean like everybody can jump on planes again and cruises and shit? I don't really know what it means. I don't know. I think it's just the economy's bad and he's ready for it to get back to being good, which I think we all are.
It's all about that positivity. A lot of the key to guiding the economy is just always talking it up.
Yeah,
that's what he does all the time, even if it's not even true. Because even like after he said that, the one doctor came on, Dr. Fauci.
I like that guy. He does.
He came on and was like, "Oh well, we're kind of on a timetable. Some places might come back, open up more than other places, because New York City is definitely not.
No.
They're not going to be doing anything anytime soon."
Yeah. I wonder if like people like us are going to be demonized because we've mentioned it before. Some of us have bought stock in like some cruise lines and shit. I wonder if they're going to like demonize us for having done that. Like
we're supporting.
That's what they need. That's what they need. That's how it comes back.
Oh
business.
Yeah,
it's people buying into stuff. Yeah,
but I'm going to sell my Carnival stock once it goes back to where it normally is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, once I've made 5 times off this Norwegian, I'm selling and then just waiting for it to dip again.
I did find out if you have like 100 shares, you get credits on Carnival cruises.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
How much are shares right now?
I think they're like 14 or 15
cents.
No, dollars. They had dropped down to like 8. That's when I bought in on that, and they went back up since. So.
It's coming back, y'all. It's coming back.
Yep.
I've been kicking myself because I bought into like a bunch of Ford, a bunch of Norwegian, and something else, and then it dipped lower, and I was like, "What have I done? I'm such a fool." And now they're all way up from where I bought them, so I'm
fine. How you doing, Steve-O?
All things considered, pretty good. I think I'm still Corona free.
So.
We did have kind of a weird trip out to the pad today. Tomorrow's there's an Atlas V launch, and we still got to do the remotes. And the way they did it was, it's not too terribly different than what we've done in the past. Where if they don't want to get a bus, they'll just have us caravan out there. Everybody just gets in their car. Usually they'll consolidate everybody and do as few cars as possible. But this time they said, when you show up to the meeting place, do not get out of your car. Stay in your car. Jim, who's the media chief for the Air Force, he'll come by and check you in. And he, instead of a placard, he put like little green stickers like on the upper part of our windshield. He's like, "There's your placard." Okay. And we were instructed in the email from him to make sure that when we're out there to keep a 15-foot distance, which. My assumption is it's a little bit of, just to be sure, but also because, which I don't think has been mentioned, but when you're on the coast, there's a lot of wind, and that 6-foot distance probably isn't enough. So they asked us to everybody stay apart, which is 15 feet is it's tough. You see somebody and a lot of times these people, a lot of these photographers, we're not necessarily like hanging out at bars or going out and meeting up and stuff, but. So you see somebody, oh, hey, how's it going? And your tendency is obviously to come closer. And it's like, oh, wait, no, they're watching. We can't get too close.
It's a forbidden romance.
Do you see the video of the people on the beach in Brazil and the helicopter coming in and just like spraying sand violently onto them until they ran away?
Whoa. Can I find this? Is this something I can find?
Yeah, there's a video.
It was in where? Brazil?
Brazil, yeah. It was like just 2 people laying on the beach. Sorry, we're closed, and just comes in, swoops in, and that even if you're
hurts, man.
Yeah, even if it's just regular ass wind, it hurts. But imagine a helicopter coming in. Have you guys gone out on the beach in the last few days? You've been able to get out there, maybe at night, sneak out there?
No,
I went out on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did.
Yeah, there's still quite a few people out there. So a lot of my friends from my old job in food service, they all got laid off Friday when the governor shut down all the restaurants and bars. So they decided they were going to spend their time just drinking on the beach. as is tradition in Florida when you lose your job.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
they were out there Saturday, and they said that there were cops going up and down the beach, but they weren't really bothering anybody except if they had a lot of people all together. And then they were like, all right, break it up. But Sunday, I didn't see any cops on the beach, and I was hanging out, and yeah, it was still good. Still plenty of people out there, but it's not like spring break crazy.
Yeah.
I have this
But-
video.
Oh, the video. Yeah. Let's.
All right, there you go. Oh, I see. In the rotor wash or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just. Yeah, creating a sandstorm was the way of the other article. I found another article before this one, but it didn't have the video. It's like
That shit
creating a
hurt.
sandstorm. They should have been blasting
Sandstorm.
sandstorm while he was doing it.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Well, there you go. That's how you get. I mean, they're not even gathering though. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
like,
it's rude.
We said nobody on the beach.
Yeah,
so we
man.
mean
that's
we will
nuts.
spend all of the gas and manpower to drive these
Get
two people
3
off.
people out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, Spain is so bad. It's like you can't go into your backyard.
What?
Like 2 guys playing soccer in their backyard. The police came and like
You can't be in your own damn
No.
backyard.
they are not fucking around at all. They're just full on. Listen, if we can be as totalitarian as we can, we're gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Brad, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Still love my job. Did some shit. I had to get up I had to be at work at 6 a.m. today because me and another guy, we had to drive up to Jacksonville and do some shit up there. So I got a nice chunk of hours today, and still loving my job. Still pretty fucking chill, and I got one of those N95 masks today.
Oh.
because
Did you
we had to
sell
go
it?
Not yet. I have used it, but I also don't have corona, and I don't think the other guy that also had a mask on that I had to work next to has corona either.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Yeah.
He wasn't coughing.
It really
Years
is.
old.
It really is starting to feel like a movie now. Like when it's like, who's got it? You know, I don't have it yet. You know, like you
Yeah.
start
Do
to
I
you
have
start
it
to
yet?
you start to feel it like creeping closer and closer, and
I hope I have it already. It's already working its way through.
yeah.
Heard
but-
something like you lose your taste and smell. It's
What?
one of the signs. Yeah.
Some people do.
I think.
But I get that when I have a cold anyways.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think what it is there's all kinds of cold symptoms. You know, just different people get different symptoms when they get the cold because it is a version of the cold, like or maybe it's that there is a version of coronavirus that is a common cold. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh.
This isn't the first time there's been a coronavirus. It's a series.
No.
It's a type of virus, and this is just a bad one.
I did lose some of my taste today when I burned my tongue a little bit diving into some south of Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh, shit.
Oh
You son
yeah,
of a bitch. You were in St. Augustine?
yeah. St.
Oh,
Augustine's
man.
between here and Jacksonville. So I
And you
told-
couldn't bring us one?
It's
It's not the same.
not the same. You're right, Patrick.
I've taken Becca there. I've taken Brad there. Lifelong fans of south of Philly.
Oh yeah, and I told my buddy that I was going out with. Hey, I know where we're eating for lunch. You like Philly cheesesteaks? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, that's it.
You like Ninja
You'll see.
Turtles?
Like Ninja Turtles, because they may not be there.
What?
They didn't have turtles.
I didn't see
Yeah.
any Ninja Turtle ice cream or
No, it's the-
memorabilia.
It's the arcade game.
I didn't really
They
get a
have the
good look
game.
at the arcade games because of the whole get your food and get the fuck out.
That's right.
Oh, you just walked in and walked out. You didn't eat in. There.
No, not allowed to.
They had a. Oh, that's right. Of course. I keep forgetting we're in the apocalypse.
Yeah. But you can still get Philly cheesesteaks in the apocalypse, and they're still just as good.
Yeah, like this last Friday, because I'm trying to get off of caffeine again, because I'm a fucking I slowly turn into a caffeine addict when I start drinking coffee. But I was like, I want to support the LGBT community one more time in their time of need. So I was going to go back to Starbucks and get.
Didn't they close most of them?
They were closed. They were all
Yeah.
closed. I went
think-
to 2 just to be sure. They were closed.
Yeah, I
It's not
think the
like I had
only
anything to
ones
do.
that are open are like if they're in Kroger's.
Oh shit! I wonder if they have the nitro cold brew.
I think so.
Oh,
so.
man.
Maybe the reasoning is like so many people are out of work. Like those are the people that keep them open, and the random dude that just wants some coffee isn't enough to stay open.
I mean, coffee drinkers definitely view it as essential.
Yeah.
I'm
Make it your own.
I'm weaning off
coffee.
of that shit because it is an addiction. And I once I hit a certain plateau in caffeine intake, I just feel tired anyway. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
And and it's almost like a reverse effect.
Yeah. I think I've heard that, like, just over time, like caffeine is a stimulant, but over time it becomes a depressant or something. Right?
Well, that's
Get
definitely my life.
depressed from that?
No, like depressant,
Super
like it slows you. It's the opposite of stimulant.
How much time though? Because I feel like this bout of caffeine addiction that I'm on currently is the best one I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
I drink a coffee in the morning and it wakes me up, and then I'm just energetic the whole day.
What
Just
size
it never
coffee,
stops.
Becca?
Huh?
What size coffee?
It's a big one.
You're talking like a large Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Yeah.
That is like
40 ounce.
12, that's like drinking 12 coffees.
But it works for me for the whole day, and I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm great.
It's good.
And I don't drink it every day even. Sometimes I don't, and I'm still fine.
She's chasing the dragon.
I found the
Mhm.
perfect balance.
Maybe, yeah,
Mhm.
She gets the same size, but puts more shots in it every time.
Yeah,
No,
you
I don't
start
ever do shots.
adding shots.
Nope, no shots.
Oh, wow.
Rebecca, we're talking to you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. I'm still having a great time. Last night I was hanging out, watching some monkey game, and Brad was trying to do some social distancing, and we were eating some food, and you know how when you vape you like cough a little bit sometimes. It's just a thing that happens.
Yeah.
And you clear your throat
Especially
sometimes.
if you have corona.
Yeah.
Coofing everywhere.
Well, me and Brad were sitting at the table, and I coughed, and he just looks over at me and he goes, "How you feeling?" I said, "I'm feeling fine."
Don't you be bringing that shit into our house.
No, I'm still feeling great. I don't feel bad. The only symptoms I have are just the sneezing, the allergies. That's it. No real symptoms. I'm doing great.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is the allergies and the shame, the shameful, the angry
Yep.
looks I'm going to get from just having allergies, which
Yep.
will be
True.
kicking in anytime.
Now is
Now
not
I'm
the
gonna have
time
the-
for allergies.
Yeah, I'll have the fucking scarlet letter.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go shopping with my N95 mask on. People are going to get the fuck out of my way. It's going to be great. I might go to Walmart.
They might be
Oh.
judging you
Time.
just for having it because the hospitals need it.
Yeah, they'll be like,
I don't
why
know.
didn't you donate?
Why
that
do you
Right.
get it?
I don't know what you're supposed to do with one mask if they want you to mail it to New York. Just postmark New
Mail it
York,
to New York.
New
The
York
governor-
City.
Or
Just
Governor
walk into
Cuomo.
the post office and just flick it on the table like, you know where it goes. Make it
Send
happen.
it to New York.
Just put your hands all over it first.
Yeah, lick it first.
Apparently, Elon donated a bunch of 1,000 masks and then caught a bunch of shit because he didn't produce them. He found them in China somehow and bought them.
How dare you?
How dare you? Yeah, you
How
didn't
dare
make
you
these.
spend your money
We
to
don't
help.
want them,
Buy things
Strangers.
from China. Who does that?
right?
Were they expecting it to be solar powered and can charge your phone or
Maybe.
something?
Yeah, I think they thought he was gonna make it in a Tesla factory or something. I don't know.
It's like, bitch, we make batteries. We don't make fucking masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, I I know I've talked about it before. Wait, have I asked everybody else how they're doing?
No.
Patrick, how you doing? I'm
Not
sorry,
great.
I'm drinking for this stream
It's
because
feeling
it's a
forgotten.
Corona campfire positivity stream.
No, I'm enjoying this Corona stuff because I'm getting so
Like
much
that.
money right
Yeah,
now.
you're just
So
making money. So selfish.
yeah,
Just making
so
money,
I'm good. I am good.
laughing at others' pain.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like we're really missing out here on some valuable content because none of us are quarantining. We still have jobs, and
Yep.
like that's really how you make it in the
Yeah, I
Corona
don't really
age.
wanna-
You need to
I
be.
don't really want to talk about it though
You need to.
in detail.
Huh? What?
Sorry, go ahead.
You
I'm sorry.
need to produce some quarantine content like Madonna did. You guys seen Madonna's video that she made about
I have not.
oh, you're gonna love this. Here, maybe I should just blow it up.
Yeah, blow it up.
Come on, go. Let's go eat some fried fish. Fried
Oh.
fish.
Ugh.
Come on, go.
What just happened to her face?
Let's go eat some fried fish.
Flesh mask.
Fried fish. Cause there's no more pasta. Oh no. So we're gonna eat some
What?
fried fish.
No more pasta.
Fried fish. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it, man. That's what you get.
That's for Corona.
That's it.
She doesn't look as bad as she has in the past. She did a lot of makeup.
She looks like a Barrow White. Sorry, did you hear
A
that?
what?
She looks like a Barrow White.
What's a Barrow White?
It's
It's like,
a skeleton I used to fight in Final Fantasy 11.
yeah, it's out of Lord of the Rings. They live in barrows, which are they're like small mausoleums where people would bury their dead, and they hang out in there and groan a lot, and then they enchant travelers when they decide to sleep too close to the barrow, and they suck out their souls.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah,
lazy
she does look like
succubus.
that. Here, let me just look up a Barrow White. How do you spell Barrow White?
BARROW WIGHT, I think. I want to say.
Is this a person?
Feels about right.
Barrow White. Oh, Barrow White. Oh,
Yeah.
WIGHT. Oh, gotcha.
WIGHT.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see some images here.
We're getting a rash of.
Wow.
What is?
Yeah,
What are we?
these
What are we seeing?
These are creepy motherfuckers here now. Look at
Let me
this.
see an example.
Ew.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is some scary shit. Yeah.
They look like creepier Dementors.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's one. Look at that. Oh man. You don't want to meet him in the middle of the night.
Mm-mm.
Dark alley.
No, thank you.
That's a rude thing to say about Madonna.
Don't want to meet him in the dark alley.
I don't know. There's a rash of these like celebrities
Bear
at
White?
home doing
Oh.
weird shit, and they're all very cringy and strange.
There was one I saw the other day that was just like a shitload of different celebrities, each singing a line of Imagine.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I still haven't seen it. I heard about it.
The thing that
I mean-
I went on like kind of, it was a kind of like a drunken, weird thought train where I was thinking, okay, like I'm not these days I'm not really given to conspiracy theories, but I was kind of like letting my mind wander. What if it was? What if this whole thing was planned by governments, and even China was in on it? China's like, look, you guys owe us too fucking much money, so we need to figure something out. And then
We're gonna make you go in the hole to
So
flip your
so-
economy even more.
yeah, so we're like, well, let's see, how can we offer up the American people to the Chinese without it looking like that's what we did?
Offer them up to the Chinese.
Yeah, make,
Like what? Like as a
well,
sacrifice?
so that they
Like,
no, so that like if they could figure out a way to put us on lockdown in our homes so that they know where everybody is and they could easily, like, we're separated from each other. We're all in our homes and like we're not forming mobs and stuff because we're all social distancing. And then, they create this virus and then, scares us all into our homes. And then, just as the days go on, they just kind of just drip feed us like such and such celebrity has died or has contracted coronavirus, and have even Madonna throw out a video, have everybody put out these videos encouraging people to self quarantine, stay out of work, just stay home, and just let it gradually get worse and worse and worse until eventually literally everyone is just in their homes, and then they just roll the tanks down the street and say, all right, you're all under martial law, and then they just give the keys over to China.
Yeah, totally.
Why wouldn't that happen,
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what's going on, right?
I believe it. I believe it.
Here's the keys to America.
Yeah.
Problem is, you don't need to just hand over the keys to China because China's like buying up huge chunks of America anyway. So it's like they own pieces of the movie industry, video game industry. They're all over the place. It's like,
well, and
they're already there.
Who are we borrowing this $2 trillion from?
$2 trillion.
Yeah,
That's just printing money.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Oh, so
That's
the
all
dollar's
they
about
did.
to tank.
I think we have a strong enough dollar that even if we add more currency to float around, it'll just even out the dollar. We've got a very strong dollar.
Strong dollar.
It's the best dollar.
Good dollar.
Try and buy something, you can do it. I'll turn
Trump
into JFK all of a sudden.
Someone's gonna take
Trump
it.
today was like, I think it was today during his speech. It's when I had to turn it off. I was like, okay, this is interesting. This is good. But then at one point he was mentioning somebody, and I didn't catch what building he was. He's like, he works over in this building. It's a beautiful building. I mean, I tell you, it's the most beautiful of buildings. And he like repeated it like 4 times. Let it go. I know.
You don't have to sell constantly.
It's beautiful, but it's a beautiful building.
It's a beautiful building, I'll tell you.
Well, since this is the coronavirus campfire positivity stream, I wanted to show a couple of positive things that have happened from coronavirus. Now, let me be clear. I am in no way diminishing the impact on people's lives, their jobs, and those that have died. Let me be very clear about that.
But we have to make light.
But,
make it.
World War I, men were sitting in foxholes telling jokes because this is how you get through it.
Yeah. In humor, there is healing.
So I wanted to firstly point out a positive thing for our friends in the Dragonkin community. Steve-O, if you could play this video, don't use the sound because the woman's really annoying.
Okay.
But can we just can we just see the video?
Sure. Yeah, let me share.
And this is really great. This warmed my heart.
All right, let me hide this and then I'll blow that up. All right, here we go.
So we have this is outside of the supermarket, and we're gonna have a dragon walk out.
Wow, looking good in that dress too.
Yeah, got dress on,
Head's
boots.
a little out of proportion.
Nice.
Now, why was this person filming ahead of time? This is their friend.
Okay, that's maybe they were in the store and walked out ahead of them.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
possible.
could be. Yeah. Oh.
When you hear her talk, she doesn't sound like a friend.
So that person's struggling with the buggy there.
Yeah. Well, I hope
Buggy's struggling.
Probably can't really see well out of that mask either.
I hope the mask is made out of the RN85, 70, 95.
R95.
R95, yeah.
I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for our friends in the furry community, the dragonkin community, the worm self community to really be able to get out and express themselves in an actual useful way.
Yeah, definitely.
They are quarantining while out in public.
They just can't do the orgies anymore now because it's got to be less groups of less than 10 people.
Wait, what did you?
I'm thinking of furries.
What did you?
I'm thinking of
peek,
furries.
You peek at my story?
What? No.
Boy.
How'd you?
Oh, I mean, pick it.
Would you peek at my story here?
Becca,
I don't know your porn history.
Becca, you're really into dragons. How do you feel about this heightened positivity going out to the Dragon King community?
I gotta be honest. Is this what I've been writing a lot of poetry.
Oh my God.
You guys have been saying some really, really good shit.
Did
So
you see the video?
I saw a woman that was where her head was
How
too
dare
big.
you assume?
Was
Her
it a
head
woman?
was too big.
You can't tell if it's a
dare
woman.
you.
It was a dragon, and I love dragons. So yes,
Z
I'm
was a
for this
dragon.
story.
And
I've been paying attention the whole time.
they're able to go out in public and express themselves without being looked at and shamed for their true identity. That's only positive.
Yeah, they're looked at like, oh wow, that's creative.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, look.
That's a creative way to
I
not
bet
get
Corona can't get through that. Yeah.
I'm for it. Absolutely.
They're just giving Corona to themselves.
Yeah.
Self-corona. Corona can.
Corona
can.
masturbation.
Autocoronic
Association.
Wait, oh yeah, autocoronic. What is it? Exposiation. There you go.
Exposiation.
Contractuation. Well, Belgium has some news for you orgy lovers.
Oh, I love Belgium and I love orgies.
Who doesn't?
Only I could find a way to combine the two.
All right, here we go. Health Minister Maggie de Block announced today that, effective immediately, non-essential sexual activities of 3 or more are banned in Belgium
Wait.
to
Non-essential.
combat the spread of COVID-19.
What?
De Block said she was forced to act swiftly because of Belgium's reputation as being the beer drinking and group sex capital of Europe.
Oh shit.
This is what she said. Belgium is the beer drinking and group sex capital of Europe, if not the world. We, as a nation, must address this situation. De Block announced in Parliament. Wife swapping, threesomes, and orgies of 6, 50, 100 or more are not permitted until the outbreak settles down.
Wow. That
she also announced in Parliament. Health Minister de Block did not ban single or two-person sexual practices such as masturbation, anal or oral sex, or even bestiality. These measures apply only to human
Can't
to
spread corona that way.
These measures only apply to human sexual contact, not human to animal contact, she added when questioned about bestiality by reporters. A 2018 survey revealed that more than
What about the bestiality?
2018 survey revealed that more than 78% of Belgian couples openly practice wife swapping, a cultural trait that became common practice in the 19th century under the rule of King Leopold II.
Oh, so it's part of their cultural heritage.
Man,
Yeah,
48%.
Yeah. Now, I should also add that this comes from the story comes from World News Daily Report, whose subtitle under their header is "Where Facts Don't Matter."
That's it.
Fuck it.
It's true.
We're still going to
put the
pretend
words-
it's true.
Now, hold on a second. If you had, let's say, a group sex situation, let's say it could be 100 people, but let's say a dozen to keep it, reasonable. Let's say a dozen people, and one of those couples said, "We are trying to get pregnant."
Yeah.
Does
But we don't
that
care
then
who
make-
it is, who the father is.
Does that then make the group sexual activity essential?
Oh,
This is my question.
yeah.
Yeah, I would think. Well, because she's running out of time.
Yeah.
Like the doctor told her, the gynecologist told her that she, doesn't have much more time to be able to produce eggs.
And the only way he can get it hard is by having another man cup his balls. So all of these things are essential.
They're it's important, man.
I don't know about this law.
Well,
I'm going to have to investigate further.
yeah, well, good thing the facts don't matter on this website.
Take a trip out to Belgium and find out.
We will. Belgium does have the best beer.
What do they say? They're the beer drinking and group sex capital of Europe.
Yeah.
Of Europe. Now they have to say Europe because it's not the world.
Maybe
I would have thought Germany, but maybe I just don't know enough about Belgium.
Maybe you need to know more about Belgium.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been to Europe twice and only went to the same place, so it's
stayed in Spain.
Now look how they're doing.
Yeah, they're fucked over there. So
the Nate in Spain stays mostly in the Spain.
The Nate in Spain stays mostly in the Spain. We all remember that childhood nursery rhyme.
It's my comfort zone, my walking comfort zone.
Oh, Nathan, I think you should know, and this is not on subject at all, but there has been a resounding positive response to the movie we watched Monday night.
Yeah,
here with among the Florida crew.
Yeah,
we all agreed that what was it called?
Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall was a great movie. Yeah. And then
tip of the iceberg.
And then that led Becca to actually request to watch Short Circuit. Last night. And I realized that how similar they are. They start with with some defense contractors showing off robots, and then the robot gets struck by lightning
and becomes self-aware.
Yeah, it's a great movie out there in podcast land. If you need a good, is it considered campy?
Chopping Mall?
Yeah, can we
totally
define what is campy?
Over the top and lots of titties, I feel.
Yeah, over the top, bunch of titties. It's a little sleazy, not so serious.
Crazy deaths.
Let's see. Define campy movie. How do you define? Let's see. Definition of campy: in the style of camp.
it's camp.
Yeah, so sleepaway camp.
It fits the stream perfectly.
Absurdly exaggerated, artificial, or affected in a usually humorous way. Campy horror movies, campy humor witnessing their synchronized routine. What? Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Absurdly exaggerated. That's great. That's a good, It was a great movie. Chopping Mall.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the wave of the future. Don't bother hanging out with anybody ever. You just go online. Look at me. I'm at a campfire outside my camper. I'm talking to somebody in wherever the hell Patrick is, somewhere in Tennessee. I'm talking to 3 other people in Florida.
Still get corona that way, though.
It's pretty campy.
I can still get corona?
Yeah. Could have been corona on that wood. Now you're just inhaling the fumes.
Could be corona in this cigar.
Maybe someone pissed on that wood, and now you're breathing in the fumes.
Actually, I piss all over this campfire site whenever it's not in use. Because the grass is already dead, so it's a perfect place to piss.
Yeah. Maybe that's why your wood's all wet.
Maybe that's it.
You got wet wood.
Your wood's all wet, son. Hey, Steve, I'll pull up that video, that video I sent you.
Yes, the content warning, adult themes.
So we're talking about, once again, positive outcomes from coronavirus to brighten your evening.
Yes, let us.
I need you to pay special attention to this. So I'm gonna ask you a question when we're done.
hey, you want burgers, fries, and now beers, and you want 2 gorgeous women to come deliver it for you wearing booty shorts and pasties, we're bringing the party to you because you can't bring the party to us. My name is Sean Bolden. I'm the owner of Lucky Devil Lounge, and now I'm the new owner of Boober Eats PDX. We are now a food delivery service that provides customers with food with a side of boobs. Try not to laugh, I know. So this originally started as kind of a joke. We had to shut down Monday. I said,
Whoa.
well, we're gonna try to keep the kitchen open. I just, joking around, said, we're gonna deliver dancers to your door topless, and we're gonna call it Boober. The feedback just started going crazy. People were like asking if we could send their favorite dancers. We delivered to Vancouver, Salem, Gresham, Hillsborough, and I just kind of asked everybody, hey, you guys want to try to do this? And everybody was like, yes. I'm trying to employ everybody that works here. So all of our security guards are now drivers, all of our dancers, they're delivering the food to your doorstep. Our cooks are working, our bartenders are answering phones, and they're helping out with social media.
If the club was to close, I would not probably qualify for any kind of unemployment. It became very real when this happened that we are independent contractors and dancers work for tips and tips only.
For the majority of us, it's been an almost complete loss of income. This is the job. Losing this job is devastating to most of us.
We're keeping our prices the same. The only thing we're charging for is a $30 service fee for the 2 girls. And we're splitting that up between the 2 dancers and the security. Everybody's making just over minimum wage.
These girls got ready and we came out for you. We are as
That ain't
ready
enough
as we
hand
get, just like
sanitizer, I'll
we're
tell you
coming
that.
into the club.
It's
So
a
yeah, you
day's
should
worth.
tip your boobers. We're trying really hard.
Club regulars, and then there's also girls
Tip your
regulars
boobers.
calling as
Tip 'em.
well, and being like, I want this girl to deliver. We do that. And another dancer from another club just called, just supporting other dancers.
Portland's a very community-driven area also.
Yeah, and just there's a huge like family love. It's definitely been really amazing to just do this with the people we love too.
That's all I
and to
get at
see
the club
people
is
during
family
this.
life.
And it keeps us moving.
Yes, definitely.
And
help
something
keep
to
our
do.
spirits up.
Well, bless
There you
him.
go. God
Yeah.
bless him.
Lord bless him.
Brad.
I wonder what a visit entails.
What a what?
I wonder what a visit entails, or if it's just like the quick, hey, how you doing? Here's your food.
You'd think
Okay,
they would gotta
bye."
give a little dance.
They got to
or
go
something.
inside and show something.
Maybe
I would-
not go inside, but
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Now-
know.
now, Brad, those strippers you saw,
Did you
Mhm.
recognize
yeah,
any of them?
can you rank them? Let's say on the Gabriella scale. Can you rank these strippers overall?
Gabriella, cover your ears. Cover your ears, honey.
I know you're out there, Gabrielle.
I mean, I would probably be more forthcoming with the 20s and with the girls that I saw in that video,
Yeah.
as opposed to the Gabriella super novelty of it.
So 5 out of 5 Gabriellas is what
5
you're
out of 5. Gabriella seems pretty generous. I'll do 4 out of 5 Gabriellas. 4 out of 5.
Okay.
That's a
All right.
it's a pretty high rank, right?
It's not, it's respectable.
It's not on the. I mean, where's Gabriella on this scale?
Gabriella is
She's a full Gabriella.
is the scale. Yeah.
Well,
She
I
is
know,
the
but I mean,
Gabriella.
if these girls were only 4 out of 5, and it sounded like he was talking about.
It's like a reverse algebra kind of situation.
Oh, we're
Like,
talking
you
like
have
algorithms and
Yeah,
and shit.
man, the Council of Gabriella is gonna have my ass if I explain the whole algorithm to you. So.
Okay, I understand.
Just know there's some negative numbers in there, and sometimes the negatives are multiplied by other negatives, and they turn into a positive, and that's how you get a full Gabriella. I'm saying.
I
You definitely have positives plus negatives to get a full Gabriella.
Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely.
if you had all positives, it's not even a full Gabriella. It's very. I
was
need to
thinking
make a diagram.
Yeah, draw a diagram.
Get on Paint. Get on Microsoft Paint.
Do
Figure
it.
it out.
I was thinking that there might be, like an unspoken option of going in, doing a lap dance or something. But I think right now, I bet the girls probably wouldn't even want to. You probably can't, like, legally anyway.
But for like a little extra money on the side.
Well, right, but I bet they don't. I bet they can't.
I bet you there's a little wiggle on the doorstep, is what I'm saying. It's not like a full lap dance, or it's not like they're going in the house.
Yeah.
It's like just a quick twerk.
Right, but
Yeah.
you can't have, Granny across the street seeing that and expect her
Right.
to not.
I think maybe it's the guys got to have their hands up in the air, and the security guard
Remember-
got his arms crossed 3 feet away, and the girl just grinds on him for about a minute and a half. And
We
then
are talking about Portland here.
Yeah.
Portland can do
Well, what's
anything.
their
There are
Corona
vegan
count?
strip clubs in Portland. Did
No,
you
I'm
know
saying
that?
they're very loose moral fiber.
Well, right, but I mean, at a
Loose
time like
moral
this,
fiber.
let's see, coronavirus in Portland. Okay, how many we got? 2 more people died. Let's see, 57 new cases announced. What is?
Ooh, probably all spread from the Boober Eats.
Probably. Oregon, 266 cases, 10 deaths.
Ooh.
Wow.
They're sitting better than we are. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that maybe they have like a community mask that they make the guys wear.
A mask?
So that
A
women
mask?
just, if they happen to show up on their porch, they're good.
No, it's here. If you want the private dance, here's a mask. I can't tell you that it hasn't been used in the past.
But we still have the problem of
What's the
Granny across
mask
the
gonna
street.
do, though?
It's gonna protect the girl from exposure.
Yeah, well, the guy's like spitting behind her, as you do.
Yeah, as one does.
They can still dance, and it doesn't have to be a lap dance. I mean, they can still do a dance.
Yeah, they don't have to touch.
Spitting distance. They have to be in jizzing distance. It's just a dance.
It's a $30 delivery charge plus tip
Yeah, they got to do something extra
for
there.
some.
I'm not even sure that the jizz is what you'd be worried about. I mean, as this thing goes on, it seems like the main concern is particles from your mouth and nose. And the
So
washing
particles from your penis is fine?
I think so.
Is that what's okay?
Yeah, I think
So
so.
it's been fine in the past. That's legal.
Yeah, I think the washing of the hands is to just in case anything is on your hands. It's not that it's not that you bleed coronavirus through your pores.
Through your pores.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Sorry, I faded. I lost you guys for a second. Did you say you can get corona through your pores?
No, I'm saying you can't. Like
He's saying it doesn't come out of your pores.
Yeah. The reason that the hand washing is important is not because touching somebody, like someone with coronavirus touching someone, it's going to give it to them. It's that there's a possibility that their own spit or snot has ended up on their hands at some point, and then you're touching things. I think it comes from the shit that comes out of your mouth and nose. That's it. I saw a thing. It was probably just a stupid Twitter post, but the question was, can coronavirus be spread sexually? And the response was, well, if you can figure out a way to have sex and still remain 6 feet away, well, more power to you.
What if you had scuba gear on?
I think you're perfectly safe.
Yeah, scuba gear and a condom.
What if the corona gets down in the snorkel? Well, I guess that's not scuba gear then. That's snorkel gear. All right. Patrick sent me something. Let's get that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's get that.
That
pulled
is,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
So this was shortly after one of Trump's speeches, apparently. A man died from ingesting chloroquine
yeah,
in an attempt to prevent coronavirus.
And isn't the drug hydrochloroquine?
Yes,
Yeah, it's something like
a
that.
thing.
This was as soon as Trump said like they were using that malaria drug or whatever, that was in it. This old couple, they're like above 70, I think, found that in their like fish stuff and ingested it.
It was for
Okay, here we
killing
go.
parasites.
Yeah,
Yep.
killing
Yeah.
parasites of fish. Yeah.
Yep. That's the
Man died. The
yeah.
woman's like still in the hospital right now.
The toxic ingredient they consumed was not the medication form of chloroquine used to treat malaria in humans. Instead, it was an ingredient listed on a parasite treatment for fish. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, because somebody at work brought that up to me, and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yeah, because Trump announced what it was, and then these people went out and they found it. They got a hold of this just straight chloroquine. It's not which I don't know much. I don't know much about chemistry here, but
If it's for fish,
every
it's not
little
for people.
syllable in the name of a chemical matters, right?
Yeah.
You can't just go. I didn't find hydrochloroquine. I found chloroquine. Well, that's got to be good
Chloroquine
enough.
phosphate. It's a completely
It just
different
doesn't
thing.
have the hydro part. So I'll drink some water for the hydro, and then you get the chloroquine, and I'm all set.
Makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
smart, honestly.
Well,
if you think about it.
obviously. Well, mix it up in the fucking water, okay? There, good. It's mixed up.
Why don't you guys mix like bleach and ammonia and make a super cleaning agent at work?
Yeah.
Just try it sometime.
So here's the thing that really pissed me off about that whole story. And yes, these people are dumb for doing that.
Yeah.
But the thing that really pisses me off is the media literally saying, there were multiple headlines saying things like, people take drug that Trump recommended and die.
Right.
It was shit like that. It was
Yeah,
complete
it's
bullshit.
not
What
what
a
happened.
well thought out ad.
That's not what happened.
There,
Clickbait article.
there are studies done on there's a doctor that says in New York that says he's treated 350 people with hydrochloroquine and it's actually working really well.
Right.
So it is a possibility, but just the way that no matter, and that's the thing. It's like, man, you don't have to be a fan of Trump. I mean, but for fuck's sake, like just making up shit like that, making it look like he recommended some shit that would kill you.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous, especially at a time like the shit we're dealing with right now. It's just fucking gross.
Yeah, it's true, and that's actually the way it was sold to me today. That they had gone out and found hydrochloroquine, based on what Trump said, and I was like, man, yeah, maybe it was a bad idea for him to announce what it was. No, they didn't find hydrochloroquine.
Yeah,
they
just found chloroquine and took that. Yeah,
yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. Do not take fucking shit that you find because it sounds the same. Chemicals ain't no joke, y'all. It's like when this
ain't no joke.
when this shit first started, some people were saying, yeah, just ingest some bleach, it'll fix you right up.
And people were doing it.
There were actual like PSAs about how you should not ingest bleach. Surprise, surprise. Not gonna help you. Well, you guys want to see the score? See what the score is? We got
what score?
Oh, the score between Blount County and Brevard County.
Oh, we're doing this game.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Who do you think's winning?
You are. We're
Blount.
talking about high
Florida.
score.
Yeah, this ain't golf. Okay?
Are we doing deaths or just
cases?
Cases.
Yeah, cases. Yeah.
My money's on Blount County.
Yeah.
Nope.
You think more cases in Blount?
No
Yeah.
way.
The other one.
No way.
Brevard, yeah. Yeah, definitely Brevard wins. Blount County has 3. Brevard now has 12.
Ooh.
And there was a
I'll take those.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, there was a misleading headline. See, or at least it got shortened anyway in the Google search. Someone showed it to me today, and it was like, we have 9 cases in Cocoa Beach. No, it's 9 cases in Cocoa Beach, Melbourne, Palm Bay, Titusville, Indian Harbor Beach. So there's at least one here.
Now, take those numbers and multiply them by like 10, and you'll have
You have the actual number. Is that is that what like people are saying, or is that just off?
No, I'm just pulling that out of my ass. I know it's more.
It
It's
has
gonna
to
be way
be, yeah.
more. Because basically, you can look at it like this: if this thing has, let's say, a 2-week incubation period where people have it and they're spreading it around without knowing it, right? So now look at wherever you're living now. Look at the way it was 2 weeks ago versus what it is today.
Right.
So now think about where you're at today and where it's going to be in 2 weeks. So that number 2 weeks from now is what it actually is right now. So whatever's going on right now is far beyond what the numbers are showing.
That's what's scary about the idea of just opening things back up, because like if we've obviously, like you said, New York is obviously not going to open right back up, but if they try to, open up, like if they try to make people feel like tourism is safe again, that's a bad idea. We are not even close to being done with this thing.
Well, I think we might be looking at like a year at least of just expanding and contracting. Yeah. So it's like opens up, we start to get more cases. Okay, bring it back. Everybody quarantines for 2 weeks. Okay, open it back up, and it's just, if we can get enough ventilators and enough beds, then it would be fine. If we can get enough of them, then that's what we're waiting for. Is to just, if we can push it out enough, then we'll have enough hospital space to take care of the issue.
Yeah.
So I think it'll just be like this in and out for a long time.
If we can get the supplies and the bed availability, that's one of the big things, is that like there's just not enough. I mean, I think around here we probably have enough, but it's in the the hardest hit areas that they just don't have enough space at the hospitals to allow it to go back to anything close to normal. It seems like, as much as I think that it would hurt, it would hurt the economy or whatever, and a lot of people would be fucked financially. It would have to be like a government welfare thing for a few months, but it seems like the best thing that we could do would be to have everyone quarantine for like a month.
You're talking about full quarantine.
Yeah, fucking everybody, unless you absolutely have to be out, and then you have strict guidelines of everything that you have to do, and washing your hands, and being separated from people. Like, keep utilities going, and definitely keep the internet going. You got to keep the internet going. Brad, keep that internet rolling.
Yes, sir.
But it just seems like the best way through this, it would be the most painful, and that's to just shut everything down that can be shut down for a few weeks or a month or whatever. Let the people that have it get through it. But even then, I mean, fuck, who knows? We have to, it's going to be a year or more before we have a vaccine for it. This will be like, I don't get flu vaccines, but I'm going to get, when they have corona vaccine, I'm fucking getting that shit.
I'll wait to see what happens before I get a corona vaccine. You might get autism, Steve-O.
Yeah.
You could. We don't know.
Got mercury.
It is what it is, We don't know.
Or worse.
Or worse.
Get autism or worse.
You get Asperger's.
Dude, I had the Impossible Whopper today.
You did?
You got that soy Whopper?
Speaking of burgers.
Got all that estrogen, did you?
Oh, God, he's going to grow titties.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Here come the man titties.
Yeah,
Steve-O.
there's so much estrogen in those Impossible Whoppers.
Oh, I was wondering why I was feeling so emotional. No, I wanted to try it. I like trying things, and they sold it as being indistinguishable from the Whopper.
The already fake meat of the Whopper. Indistinguishable. Well, how was it?
It was good. It definitely was not indistinguishable from actual meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope
it tasted
not.
like a veggie burger.
Yeah.
Of course, there's so much shit on a Whopper, it's pretty easy to disguise the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your onions.
That's how they do it. Don't give away their secret.
Lettuce and tomato. They got. See, the winning combination with the Whopper is that it's ketchup and mayonnaise. See, mayonnaise. That's the key.
Ugh,
Yeah.
gross.
What?
It's beautiful.
I 100% agree. Those are the best too.
No, mayonnaise is nasty.
Well,
Until you've had a plate of fries covered in ketchup and mayonnaise,
No.
you haven't
No.
truly lived.
Nope. Disagree.
no, it's
that
true.
is-
Yeah,
it
no,
is true.
mayonnaise
It
on
is
fries.
very true.
Yeah, mayonnaise on fries. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Steve-O, I have a request.
Yes.
Next time you want to try a weird food,
Uh-huh.
try it on the show. Bring it to the show.
All right. It's a little difficult because, well, I mean, I could have done that,
The
but
restaurant's
it's
closed
gonna
at 9
be.
o'clock. We don't start till
Oh,
10:30.
that's true. Well, once
I mean,
this
you'll
is
have to reheat it.
yeah,
Some
once
holes
this
in
is
it.
over. But
You can do like fresh versus reheated as well.
yeah, that's because that's the thing is like it won't be fresh unless I guess go out and get it like right before the show's supposed to start. I'm usually home like an hour or no, usually home about 2 hours before show starts.
Because that's when they get the best quality food product is right before they close.
No, you got to order Boober Eats.
Oh yes, yeah. All the strip clubs are closed. Well, they're closed, but maybe
They need to know
They
about
need to get
this.
some Boober Eats going.
Yeah,
Come on
you
back,
have
girls.
Yeah, these local strip clubs need to figure their shit out. Get in on this Boober Eats action.
Yeah.
Send
Boober.
Gabriella to your door.
I'll call the mayor.
The mayor.
Just
of
hopefully it
Cocoa
won't be
Beach.
bring your kids to work day.
Hopefully, yeah. It's cross your fingers that it's not bring your kids to work day.
Then it goes from a little wiggle on the porch to a little wiggles on the porch, and they sing like fruit salad.
I'd like to touch on my my whole positivity thing here.
Your fire's done though.
Yeah.
How dare
Why don't
you?
make that positive?
How
A little
dare
bit
you?
more fire.
Look at this.
Look, I'm
shit.
talking to a
Whoa.
jack-o'-lantern.
Look at me. I pissed right into that fire. Look at that fire.
Wow. You got a lot of alcohol in that piss.
Yeah. Just the idea. I and once again, all the yes, I know it's bad, all this stuff. I think this might actually be good for America to have a little hardship because I feel like for a very long time we've had everything so fucking good. Everybody's gotten so soft and lazy. And I mean, personally, I've used it to try to get my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started low carb again right as soon as this was starting. And fuck, I've lost 8 pounds. I forgot how good I feel doing low carb.
Yeah.
Just I'm not thinking about food. It's just like it's so much better. I'm back to doing more writing and trying to do more. And it's also it breaks you of habits, right? Instead of going out to the bar and wasting a bunch of fucking money,
Yep.
Because you
fucking
can't
go home. Yeah, because you can't. It's like no, sorry, you can't. Go home. Don't waste a bunch of shit. Don't waste a bunch of time and money. Go home and maybe do something. Even if you're not doing anything, at least you're not spending a bunch of money that you really don't need to spend. And I think this actually could end up because really you grow from adversity. You don't grow from just everything being easy all the time.
That's true.
Adversity really is what makes you take leaps in your personal life to grow and expand. So I actually think this might end up being a good thing for the nation, specifically America, because we've just had it so good and so easy, and people don't realize how good and easy we've had it.
Yeah.
Even now, it's still easy.
This is definitely a lot better than some alternatives you might be able to think of, like a big world war or aliens.
Fucking asteroid hitting us.
Yeah, I mean it's the death toll will be high, and it's not good to talk about the death toll and say that it's that it's
Not high enough.
that it's
Could be a little higher, Steve-O.
It's
I'm trying to say.
Look, that's not politically correct to say that it should be higher. Okay, it's not a good thing to say. But it you know, the death toll that we will experience is better worldwide probably than what it would be if we all fucking went to war. Or went to war with aliens.
Well, honestly, I don't know about that, but
Really?
yeah, I mean it.
What's the worldwide death toll?
From war, I mean, if you're looking at the numbers of, like, say, World War II, they're projecting, you know, if this were to go on the trajectory it's going, it would go far beyond that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is better.
No, but I mean, the death toll from this would be beyond the deaths
it
from
is?
something like World War II. Yeah.
See, world of meters. Let's see.
Everybody gets it. You know, 75% of people get it. The numbers would be huge.
Is this actually worldwide? Because this only says 21,000 deaths.
Yeah, currently that sounds right. Yeah, 21,000 deaths worldwide. That sounds right.
That's more than a world war would be. I mean, I'm sure it'll be more than that.
No, more people. I mean, as right now, more people died in World War II. I'm saying if you extrapolate it out, it's probably going to be more deaths. Than that. But you are right. It could be much worse.
Yeah.
An asteroid impact, a super volcano goes off. A nuclear, like you're talking about war. If you're talking about, like, say, nuclear winter, from, like, if the U.S. and Russia just launch all their missiles at once, then you're talking about planet-ending events. But this is like, it's a little bit of bad compared to that.
The Google response to the death toll for World War II is 85 million.
Jeez.
Which is about 3% of the population in 1940.
I'm wondering if they're including concentration camps, and they're including deaths from through what the Soviet Union did. I don't know.
True, yeah.
They absolutely should be. They probably are. They're deaths that are included.
But that might not be included if there was a new world war. I don't know that would necessarily be a part of it. I don't think there'd be concentration camps.
No. That's what I'm just saying. Like, those numbers should be included in 85 million, because they were absolutely a part of the war. Deaths that were a part of the war.
Right. Worldwide deaths. What does this website say? Oh, it lists it by country. Worldwide, battle deaths 15 million, battle wounded 25 million, civilian deaths 45 million. Wow.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's where it really.
More civilian deaths than
battle
deaths.
If you look at, like, the stuff like the U.S. did, the fire bombings in places like Dresden and in Tokyo and stuff, like, we did some, like, really horrific shit
up.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. And of course, the two nuclear bombs, I mean, definitely killed a lot of innocent people. Yeah. Well, this is supposed to be the positivity stream, though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
How many
this
furries
is better off.
Died in World War II?
Google that.
All right.
What is it?
How many furries died in World War II?
How many furries died in World War II? 56 million people. That's not furries.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Furries have been around for centuries.
It's supposed to be positivity stream.
Well, this is it's answering the question of people that died, and now it's saying a completely different number. Deaths directly caused by the war are estimated at 50 to 56 million people. Oh, while there are an additional estimated 19 to 28 million deaths from war-related disease and famine. That's why. Yeah, I don't know that they were keeping track of the furries back then.
I don't believe that.
Which is unacceptable, if that's the case.
There had to have been at least a couple in fursuits in the SS. Doberman pinchers just goose stepping around.
Goose stepping.
Yeah, you know what goose stepping is?
No, show us.
Yeah,
Steve-O, pull up Nazi Germany March March
Oh,
or
that's
something.
goose stepping.
Goose stepping.
This is the most positivity stream.
Most positive. We're gonna see some Nazis talking about genocide.
We're gonna YouTube's gonna.
Fires
Wait, that's
dying.
Italian soldiers.
cold.
Oh, step for Hitler and Mussolini.
Oh, YouTube's gonna take us down for showing this.
Is
Yeah,
it?
YouTube might not even allow historic
Yeah.
shit anymore. It's just
Oh,
like,
Yeah, so
so I
is it
should
on?
just
Is it
stop.
on YouTube?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
on
on YouTube? Yeah, show it. It's on YouTube. Show it.
Get taken off.
I'm just showing it. I'm not.
we're getting banned.
Oh, I want to see
Getting
it.
banned.
We're not getting banned.
Getting
Those
banned.
old women.
So that's not goose stepping.
That's not goose
Goose
stepping.
step. Okay, so goose stepping is like kicking your feet up to like
Like that.
45 degrees.
There it is, right there. It's showing
Oh,
it.
there it
Yeah,
is.
it's more
Yeah,
like
it's
that,
showing
yeah.
it.
That's a bit better.
All right. We'll get it off. We'll get it off. Don't worry. We won't show it anymore.
Don't
Don't
show
ban
that
us.
mustache. It's illegal.
We're
Don't
done.
ban us,
We're done with
YouTube.
that mustache.
An illegal mustache.
Now we'll just show you how to wash your hands properly.
Very important.
How do you do that?
He's wearing gloves. He can't wash his hands
You'll
properly.
understand. You watch the video.
Yeah.
It's a good video. It shows you how
I
to
wash
your
my hands the
That's-
way he shows, and it takes longer than 20 seconds. I don't even have to count no more.
Man, okay. So what are the predictions for next week? I wonder. Like, where are we going to be a week from now when we go to do the show?
What metric or like what number are we looking at?
I don't know. Like, are we?
Twice. Well, I mean, we jumped. If you look at number of infected in Tennessee as a state as a whole, last week we were like 72. This week it's like fucking 700.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
So there's no. I would have said double. That's what I've heard is mainly it's doubling every week, but it's obviously worse than that.
The tests. I think they're rolling out more tests.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one that Becca? Did you mention? I think at work today there was one that only takes like 45 minutes.
45
Yeah,
minutes.
it's one that South Korea made.
It was 48 hours. No.
Oh, the thing where they inject a bunch of fluid in your nose and you let that fluid fall back out of your nose and then they test that.
Oh.
Yep.
Ugh.
It sounds better than the alternative.
Yeah, I don't want that fucking Q-tip jammed up my nose. I'll do it, but
I mean, if it's so goddamn spreadable, you'd think it'd be easier than that. It's like,
yeah,
I could just lick a fucking Q-tip. No, let's jam it up into your nasal cavity.
Yeah, they said they tested like some cruise ship and it was on there like 2 or 3 weeks after.
Yeah, the Diamond Princess.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Hmm.
You just have to torch that fucking boat. The fuck? We'll have to torch everything. I mean, really.
well, I mean, there is a thing where the virus can only live so long, and it's different, from different surfaces. But they'll be able to. I mean, these cruise ships ain't getting no action for weeks, so they'll, even if they had infected people on the ship, it'll still be fine. Now, will people take that as truth?
Have any of you guys taken a cruise? I know Dave has.
No,
I did like 5-6 years ago. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I want to do it at some point.
I wonder.
Get those stocks right now.
Yeah,
get stocks.
We had talked about how cheap it was and how maybe now's the time to go ahead and take that cruise, and then they shut them down. So I'm glad we didn't buy tickets. But I wonder if when they come back, if it's going to be like super cheap, because most people aren't going to want to be those guinea pigs to go on that cruise ship. But if we, if we look into it and see when the, what the sunset clause is on on the coronavirus.
Everybody would have to have their temperature taken before they get on the cruise.
Yeah, probably.
That sounds reasonable.
Yep.
I would do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can feel a fever.
Yeah,
I could definitely.
but that's what they'll do for like everybody before they get on.
I wonder
I'll
if
get on
that
that
shit's gonna like stick around.
Probably.
Like, you know, that's been one of the things. Is like maybe we'll end up a cleaner society or whatever. I don't think social distancing needs to stick around. I mean, I hope that it doesn't need to. I guess I should say.
Yeah.
But things like that, like, you know, checking to see if anybody's sick before they get on a flight or on a cruise ship or something. Although, you know, if you just have a common cold, I don't think that should keep you off a cruise ship. You know, if it's just
Yeah, it would just get you a shitload of dirty looks.
Yeah.
That would be an uncomfortable cruise.
Yeah, it would.
That doesn't sound like a good time. An uncomfortable cruise.
Well,
Is that the name of your your poem?
No, it's already got a great name. I can't change it.
Well,
say what?
Did you go take
Sorry,
a piss?
I was gonna fucking die, man. I had to do that.
Surprised
like
you
you
just
might have
didn't try to turn off your mic.
Looks like you might have pissed on the fire. Oh, there
Piss
it
again.
goes.
Hold on,
Oh,
piss
there it
again.
goes.
There we go. Becca, were you working out your poem? Is that what was happening?
What do you mean working it out?
She was
It's been
mentioning
done-
how she already had a title.
It's been done for a while, yeah.
Already got a title. You've got
Mhm.
your nouns and your adverbs and your verbs.
I
and your-
collected all the words from you
get 'em
guys.
all-
You are
get 'em
so
all
much
together.
better at it when I don't ask you for them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's hear it.
It's poem time already? Okay. Well, this one's called Jizzing Distance.
All right.
That's a great title.
We must address the situation of becoming addicted to the algorithm. Struggling to turn it off is common practice when we want to make the activity essential. Not terribly different from the up and down of a forbidden romance. So you torch the boat. Create a separation to measure how well you're working your way through slowly falling in rank with a skeleton you can't fight. The facts don't matter, but the numbers project. You just can't be alone.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becca. Thank you to Haywood Banks for our theme song. And by the way, Haywood Banks announced on Twitter, April 1st is actually his birthday, and he's going to be streaming live on Facebook.
His birthday would be April 1st.
Concert. So it'll be on a Wednesday. That's before the show, and I think around 5:00 in the afternoon. I'm going to try to make that.
Yeah,
that'd
on
be
a
fun.
Thursday. Ooh, well,
On a Wednesday.
Oh, on a Wednesday. Oh, still. Ooh. Yeah, I'll try to have it streaming in the car. That's what I'll do.
If we're still working.
But yeah, if we're still allowed to work.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We'll be working.
Well, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, _verbal_assault_, where we do tweet out the link to the show, the live stream. You can watch it live. You can chat with us. And if you just want to find us on YouTube so you can subscribe and watch, well, it's on our fucking Twitter page. Fuck it. Wednesdays, 10:30.
Be sure to support us on patreon.com/verbalassault and like and subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcasts, and on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. That helps boost our show up.
Yeah.
Well, guys, y'all have been stuck at home for so long. What day is it? What day? I'm sure you remember what day you're on. Why don't you just call up 865-316-6955 and tell us how you have been spending the time in quarantine, not doing shit.
Yeah.
Dave's not here.
Oh no,
Dave?
we were all just waiting for Dave.
Quick, Dave, call the number.
Come on, Dave. Call it
Hurry,
right now.
865-316-6955, Dave. Hurry.
All right.
Do
Somebody
it.
want to end it?
Patrick, do it.
Deuces.